What's going on, guys? All right, let me make an announcement. We'll get started in a few minutes, guys. Welcome in. Oh my God, my phone's out of charge too. Okay. Mm, Welcome in, guys. A lot of people up here. Black Butterfly, C. Jones, Diamond King, Sue, Serena. Yes, subscribers only mode. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe, guys. Let's get this stream popping. It's episode 25, so we've uh, we've come a long way. Yeah. Can you guys hear me? Oh, you can't hear me. Okay, hold on. Thanks for that. Mm-hmm. Alright, let me get my mic sorted. How about now? Can you guys hear me? Mic testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Let's get those contracts loaded. Loading does not mean enter. Can you guys hear me? Right with the new trim. No, man, it's not a new trim. Actually, before I went to Aspen, I'm trying to grow out my hair here. Okay, before we get started, I'll just do some small talk. I wanted to set up my hair. I want to grow this out, and I wanted to just get my sides trimmed. My fucking barber, he messed up the whole thing. It made it look like a mohawk. It made it look like a mohawk, and that's why I was wearing a hat. It was so embarrassing. It was so bad. I didn't like it at all. And now that the hair has grown a little, it looks a little nicer. Oh my god, dude, that's it's the worst thing. Um, you got one job. Um, we got almost 200 of you here, guys. Just welcome in. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Just hit the like button and subscribe button to show some support, guys. We'll get started. As usual, this is episode 25 of Stock Tuesday. I'm very excited to trade this week. For not because what's happening in the world, obviously, but because of the way the markets have been holding these ranges, right? Looks like this, like it's like a pressure cooker built up to let the pressure go. So we're gonna get some good action this week, and I can't wait. A lot of money making opportunities, obviously Meta, we're gonna make some money today. They kind of messed up, but I really like the setup, and it's setting up even more better for tomorrow. So I'll talk about easy money tomorrow. Meta, obviously we'll signal it. Don't worry, there's no way I will miss Meta, or if I miss it, I'll make up for it. Okay. So we'll catch something on Meta for sure. I'll cover that setup, and I'll also talk about a Tesla setup that I like. Okay. Um, I've been secretly trading Tesla last few days. I actually caught one trade again on Tesla today, and SPY is kind of like SPY is kind of annoying. The trade today was fine, but it's just a directional trade. It's just the range has to go. Right, the range has to go. We'll talk about SPY as well. Before we get started, smash the like button, guys. Smash the subscribe button. I'll start in, it's 6:03, 7:03 Eastern, so let's start in 1 minute, okay? 1 or 2 minutes, or I'll give it till 7:05. We can get started. Can you go over Apple? Yes. Apple 262. Again, I signaled Apple at the bell today. If you guys remember, we got a nice 25, 20, 28% trade, but these fuckers just won't let that 262 go. That 262, I don't know how it closed today, to be honest. Let's look at Apple before. Look at this. I got this move, and then they're just playing here, consolidating. But we'll catch this as well. Um, okay, I'll do some questions also when we get started eventually, but let's one more minute, okay? Took your Apple trade, yeah. I'll also actually give you some tips for to get these opening trades, guys. I feel like they're too fast and you guys just can't get in, especially if you're on Robinhood or something. So I'll tell you how you can get those trades, okay? Nice one. All right, we gotta get started. I'm losing patience. We're starting early, okay? 5 minutes. 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock is the stream. It's 7:04. Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome in, guys. If you guys are just joining, we're doing Stock Tuesdays episode 25 today, and it's a milestone. We've been doing this for a while. We lost a little bit of track, focus, quite a bit, but we're back on schedule this year. And hope you guys are finding value in a lot of these things. We go over setups, we go over trades that we took during the day, and we also talk about some general tips and tricks, also some pre-game here and there. Okay, so hopefully you guys can support me by liking and subscribing all these videos. Many of you have, many of you are always tuning into these live streams, and I truly appreciate that. I hope you guys have a fantastic trading year this year, making a lot of money. So coming back to today's stream, right? So there's a lot of things happening in the world, and I don't want to go into the political side of it. I mean, everyone has an opinion, whether good or bad. The market reacts in one way or the other. That's what we care about. You know how I trade. I don't really like focus on the news and act like a. I don't act like a war expert. I don't act like a macroeconomic expert. I don't do any of those things because I just trade price. Okay, this is if you guys are new. That is how I trade. I just watch the tape. I watch order flow. I don't care if it's bullish. I don't care if it's bearish. I'll be a realist with price action and I'll trade that way. Okay. The reason I do that is because I don't want to form opinions about anything. A lot of people to get too hung up on when crazy things happen in the world and they become either war experts, economists. But it's a bit crazy. I always watch Twitter and all these things. Something new happens, they'll suddenly become Bitcoin experts, then war experts, then interest rate experts, treasury experts. They'll have an opinion on everything, even though they have no knowledge or no, nothing to go about, for forming their opinions, right? And that's a dumb way to like have go into a market with a bias because, oh my god, price does not care. Okay, price does not care about those kinds of things. Now, when it comes to what happening over the weekend, obviously we had a gap down. Yesterday was a gap up day. Today was a gap down day, and again intraday we kind of rallied back into the close. There's a lot of things that can happen overnight, these kinds of situations, so it's very important to not only pay attention to how price reacts, but intraday you need to be careful with your position sizing. Okay, some general advice for you guys. You can't be trading and hoping that, oh man, I'm going to catch a grand slam trade and then keep holding trades. This is why when VIX is high, when volatility starts popping, I usually just care about taking my trends and following levels to the T. And you can easily get in the wrong side of your the news captures when the news drops and suddenly you're on the opposite side. You can lose a lot of money quickly. So take your profits. It's okay to get multiple entries on trades. If a trade doesn't work quickly, like we did today, Meta, I took a couple of 5% losses on Meta because it looked like they were going to do a false breakout. Now if market bounce, it could have really broken out, right? So I waited for that failure to confirm, 652 failure on Meta, and then I took that trade and ended up doing actually 80% or something like that. It sold a little early, but ended up doing 80%. But then what happened? End of day, again, market rallied. They reclaimed that 645 and then started ripping again, right? So market is really bidirectional based on what's happened. Okay, so far everything is range bound. Nothing's out of the woods yet. We could have had a nice downtrending day till the close, but clearly market's not having it. Okay, you have to be nimble in this market. Again, every live session I say this all the time. It's okay to get entries. It's okay to get out of trades if you don't like for a small loss. And if you get a winning trade and a nice winner, hold your runners and then trail out. You don't know when you're going to get that big winners. Obviously, we nail a lot of big trades in the chat. You have to let your runners run even if you take half off at whatever 20% or whatever, you can hold the remaining half with trail stops. Maybe they end up doing 100%, right? So your net PNL will increase. So if you catch like 3 or 4 trades like that every week, where your net PNL is higher, you are going to end the week green. Okay? So just a little tip, and make sure you follow stops during these conditions. It's really brutal. Okay? Especially if you have overnight positions and whatnot. Sometimes things go against you, they'll never come back. Okay? So don't be complacent, especially at market all-time high on your long terms. All right? Anyway, so I'm going to come back to today's setups first. I'll start with Apple. If you guys are in the chat, Apple, I called an opening bell short on Apple here. All right. So reason being is very simple. Yesterday, if you guys remember, I'm not like again, a lot of people think, oh man, Andra, I was just taking those trades. Not really, right? This is the first candle, okay? The first candle we opened right into here, this area, right? Now I didn't base my entries on anything but this supply here, okay? This is the supply. The first time I shorted Apple yesterday, I took 10% trades here, okay? But then they never really like let it go. This 262 kept holding, right? Now today when it opened, it looked really weak on the tape because pre-market was right above. They actually closed above this, and then they flushed into this level here. So opening bell, when it flushed this level, I immediately entered this trade with this as my risk. As long as 263.50 holds, I was going to be in this trade. I shorted close to this level here, 263.20 or something like that, 30 cent risk. If I was wrong and it broke this trade, I would have probably lost 5%, maybe 10% if I was a little bit casual with my exits. Okay, risk was very small. We just dumped right into this. Again, I had to catch 2 deltas for my contracts to move 25%. If you guys remember yesterday, the Apple contracts I mentioned, they're not moving well. I caught 1 delta yesterday and I only moved 10-12%. I had to catch 2 deltas here for it to move 25%. So I did the same kind of thing today, 2 deltas. Option pricing is very consistent. I don't know if you guys pay attention to these things, but I do, right? So I want to see where value is. And options valuing is right now currently like this, but eventually when this range breaks, right, we're going to catch like a $5 or $6 move on Apple, and volatility is going to spike, and that will be 100-200% trade, right? So if you guys are wondering how to get those big setups, options are pricing very consistently now. Eventually when this range breaks, we're going to form a $5, $6 move on Apple. I don't know which direction yet, but that will be a minimum 100-200% return trade. Okay, that's forming on Apple, and I'll tell you the setup soon. Okay, so anyway, coming back to the setup, I entered this trade right here. It sold into this level, and I actually wanted this to wick off of 262 here as a swing low and continue going. But the moment it reclaimed 262, I was like, nah, they're not going to do it, and I covered, meaning I sold my contract runners in the green. And look at what they do. Every short seller probably is thinking like me, so everyone probably covered and literally bought the stock back all the way here, right? The thing about the trades that I take, right, like they're not usually the kind of trades retail traders will usually take, okay? So they're going to attract traders like me, traders who follow order flow, traders who are paying attention to the tape, paying attention to like these kind of imbalances, because that's where the big value is. So this is why when I like stop out of a trade or like take a loss on a trade, you'll see the counter move is usually crazy. The opposite side is crazy because people are getting fucked, right? People are getting, sorry for my language, people are getting screwed on those trades, right? So that's why the moment this thing reclaimed, I knew everyone's going to like start covering, and I sold my position in the green, but that's why we had this big candle. But then what happened? 265 again failed. This candle again failed, but 262 kept holding. After that, it was a choppy, dead chart. We did have a little move here, but then look at this, when SPY bounced, again they reclaimed here again. So tomorrow, 265, long side trade, 265 is forming here again. I'm going to draw a little diagram for you guys, extending this box here, right? We got to get above this. Now for the bottom side, I want to see close under 262. Close under 262, we're not going to hold 260 again. Okay, you can look at this 3 days price. We're not going to hold this. 260 is going to flush, and most likely we're going to come here. 260 flushes, 258 probably is next, like, and then look at, there's so many gaps here. 255. I think 255 is realistic. If we lose that 5 deltas, the kind of move $7 today is what, Tuesday, Wednesday, okay, we'll probably make 150% on the return. Okay, 150% give or take, assuming volatility stays the same. If volatility spikes, 200% return. I was not wrong, yeah, something like that. Don't ask how I did that. I'm just doing the math in my head. Okay, And so that will be the return over here. 265 breaks again. 270 I think was where the low volume node was. Here, look at this. This move here that's happening is like butter, like a butter through a knife cutting a butter, right? It's easy, quick move. So break this volume node here. This is where we're gonna go. Okay, this is where we're gonna go. This is where we're gonna go. And again, six deltas, 5-6 deltas. I don't want upside moves, but who am I? Okay, who am I to say? So that's another potential case. Okay, someone asked for Apple. This is the Apple setup. Before I go to the next one, guys, happy you're here. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much. And another heads up, mentorship starts this weekend for me. So I know many of you have applied. I've sent acceptance emails. If you want, you're interested, apply today. 2 days, I'll have to decide and close the spots, okay? That's it. All right, next setup. Let's go to my baby, Meta. I know you guys are excited for this one. Nah, man, they literally made me question this today. You guys want to know my story today? I'll tell you guys. Like, you guys, today was a roller coaster kind of day for me because market opened. I knew market was a short, okay, today. And Apple, I took that first short trade, built some cushion. I shorted, I was in SPY shorts also, okay, at that time. Now, Apple short, I didn't have enough contracts, okay. The move happened and I trailed out and done. I wanted to focus on Meta. Now, first try I did on Meta, and I lost 5% because I was like kind of scared 650 was holding. Now, my bias, SPY, was working so great, but then Meta kept holding. Now, my problem was I thought Meta's strength briefly, that market is not going to sell, they're going to pivot and they're going to reverse, okay? So that's why I was like, man, what is this? What's happening? I don't want to get fucked in both trades, right? Because I had SPY and I had Meta. Meta was like breaking out. Meta, you guys know how contracts move, right? I didn't want to mess around, okay? I didn't have a lot of size. Maybe I had like 5-6K worth of sizes, okay? 10 contracts or something like that, all right? And I didn't get confirmation to have 2 tranches of contracts yet on Meta. Now, first trade I stopped out maybe 3 or 5%, something like that. Quick stop out, right? The amount for 650 held, I stopped. And then I got that wick and said, oh man, it's going to go. Okay, I got in again. And then this happened, right? So the moment it like started taking 650 again I sold 5%, all right? Now, this is very, let me put SPY parallel with this so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Look at this, right? So this was SPY. Again, SPY was nothing, 678. As long as we're under this was a bearish gateway. As long as we didn't make pre-market high, this was a good one, okay? So SPY was very clean, easy, no reclaim, no nothing. But Meta clearly relatively strong. It was looking to knock on the door as the 655. Now, this trade easy worked out for me, but this thing kept chopping me out. The second time I stopped out again. But the moment I saw this fail again at 655, right, I had the conviction to re-enter this again, and that's the trade that ended up doing 80%. But thankfully, I didn't have to execute on the long side because that would have kind of ruined my day because I would have been all over the place on my bias. Remember, there was a brief moment I said, guys, let's load Meta calls also just in case. Who remembers that? Put at me. This is what's happening within 5-10 minutes of the day in my head, guys. See how difficult it is? And I'm trading in front of thousands of people, right? So difficult. I actually was very proud of myself for trading this because I had so much size on today, right? And because I knew today was going to be a trending day. It was so annoying because I was loading calls while on SPY shorts, while really deep down I wanted puts to work on this, right? Now, I made the game time decision and trusted myself. And to be honest with you guys, this trade ended up working such a big down steep drop because they lured a lot of people long on this trade, okay? If they just failed right here at 650, it wouldn't have worked out that well. But because this is why I like the third time around and I said next time I'll load full size, and it ended up working out very well, okay? So this is the Meta trade that we did, and again, we had to hold above under this level, but because SPY was holding, this again I covered pretty early on this. I think I sold at 642-ish or something, and then I sold 640 at dip and rip. And this ended up becoming a long, obviously, with SPY, right? So tomorrow, I actually called another trade also, I forgot, SPY, right? SPY I called the 672.50 retest here. We caught a little 22% trade on 1DT. Again, they had to go and break this low. They pivoted again off of 670 again. And this ended up being, and then Trump was talking and it was like yucky. But the problem tomorrow is this move that happens, I hope nothing happens worldwide on the news. But if something does happen overnight, we could literally engulf this whole move. And if we do that, I don't think I don't think market will recover this 680 area again without testing 650. Okay, because 670 kind of again, like I think Brett mentioned this. This was like double triple bottom now, right? February we tested this one time, and then we tested this again the previous time. I'm not even interested just the level standpoint, but this was not really buying. Okay, this is mostly the shorts getting screwed. So if somehow they engulf this again, it's going to trigger a lot more stops onto 670, and we're going to see some steep selling, maybe even 2-3% day, another 2-3% day, and we'll be there 650. Okay, now I don't know if it'll happen. All right, I don't know if it'll happen, so we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, coming back to Meta here again. So I don't know if you guys like seen my watch list, but 655, right? 655 we have to break and clear. So this is 1, 2, for how many days here? 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. This is the last time we broke the structure here. So 655 is an early entry. Probably I'll trigger it here based on the tape. But 660 clears. We can again go to 666, 668. And then this is all low volume node area. Probably go to 675 again. Okay. Again, depends on the market direction. For downside, next time we break this level here, 640-ish area. There's again some breakout areas here, 635, 635 breaks. This literally, these are all untested, untapped areas, and it's going to stop a lot of people out. Okay, so we'll figure it out based on order flow. Right now we have 660 and then 640. It's really a $20 range. Anything can happen. And right now we're actually ticking 655 green. It's one of the names that closed green today. So I hope it doesn't gap up. But regardless, this will be a nice trader. Okay, so we'll have to be patient. I hope it doesn't become an obvious setup. If it becomes an obvious setup, I won't trade it. If it becomes a kind of a tricky setup, I'll take it, because that's how you'll make your money. Okay? All right, I'll do some questions now. Guys, 300 of you are watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button, guys. I appreciate it. Getting close to 10K. You know, I always appreciate your support. I'll do questions now, guys. How are you holding for 80% because Meta stalled for a candle, then went? How are you? I'm not holding for 80%. That's contract. I mean, I had 2 layers of contracts. Okay, so you have to take trims on your contracts and then hold runners. Your net PNL will increase. It's just that the contracts overall will do 80%. Like I personally cannot, like, I won't hold all my contracts till like 100%, 200%. I don't know anyone that does that in a trading option, right? You have to take trims. That's why I take a lot of trades, right? So when people come and take just one trade, one and done, right? You're taking trim at 10%, then 12%, 15%. Like, how many trims are you going to take? You know, it doesn't make sense, right? So that's why I try to build my cushion. I'll take like one trade for 20%, one trade for 30%, one trade for 20% again, one trade for 30%. Then I have a lot of room to play with. And then if I hit a 50% trade, I'll hold a lot of my contracts for 50% and then sell runners or something like that, right? I'll give you one advice. The ability to hold on to trades is a luxury. Okay, the ability to hold on to trades is a luxury, and you can only hold on to trades when you have cushion. Okay, when you have profit cushion, when you have the ability to risk losing, that's when you can hold on to trades. If you're like bright red all the time, then suddenly you get a green trade going, you'll be like, oh, I'm up 10%, I'm taking trim to cover risk. Trimming is not a bad thing, but you ideally want to hold on to your winners, a large portion of your position size to your winners, and that is a luxury, and this is exactly why I signal a lot of trades. Today also I signal 5-6 trades for you guys, right? You can't just be taking one trade if you're a day trader, right? Taking one trade and 10-15%, how can you be done for the day? You can't, right? You just can't. You have to keep taking trades. You have to keep building cushion. If you guys really want to know how your PNL increases throughout the day, I will never be up 15-20K in a day and just be with trading one trade. I'll probably make 10 trades if I'm up 20K in the day, right? So I don't know how other people, in this kind of volatility, prices zigzag like this, how can you get such a big PNL unless you're putting 100K size in every trade at the open? How can you do that? Like, you're not doing that, right? So try to take a lot of trades, try to keep your losses tight, and once you accumulate cushions, if it's a nice trending day, you can attack or go on the offense and attack. This is exactly why I said, and Brett also said, finally we get like a trending day. I'm not going to call it. You know, we want to take that. We want to go on the offense when the market is good finally, right? I kept adding. Oh my God, I didn't mention that. Actually snapped at Brett today, and I think he sold his 5 puts, and so both of us actually kept adding 674 short. He did it for the first 2 times, but then I kept doing it over and over. And then he's like, "Oh, I think Spy's gonna rip." Bro, shut the fuck up, man. That's what I was like making fun of him. And then I was telling, "Oh my god," because I was balls deep on puts at that time. Thank God we got that little drop over here and I took profit. But I was like sweating. There was a period of time I went so silent on life. You guys remember? That's that time there. Oh my god, I don't want to like let me drink some stuff. Oh my god, that was kind of hard. Anyway, let's look at some more questions now. What are deltas? Delta is nothing but so in your option contract, right? It moves $1, right? How much your option contract moves for $1 change in the options price is what we refer to as delta. Okay, so if you take Apple calls for $1, how much will your option contract move, right? That is represented by delta. Rav, what does he mean? How would I know if shorts covering versus real buying without tape? I mean, it's just like, think about it. It's a big downtrending day. Suddenly, like you get a move like this with lower volume, right? You don't have consolidations, nothing. Think about this, okay? I won't give you too much. Real buying happens when you test have dips, okay? When the negative tick, no, not negative, red tick comes, right? When a red tick comes, buyers are put under test, right? Any orders filled during that time is a buy, okay? So you want to kind of like manage it like that. So if you just get like super upticky move from no like out of nowhere, shots are getting covering, okay? Shots are covering, shots are filling it in the ask about the ask, and that's how what's happening, okay? Well, I'll talk more in detail, but it's just like not going to make sense without context. Okay, if you want to learn tape again, guys, like take the mentorship. Okay, again, I'm not even like trying to sell or anything. You need the market's going to constantly changing. You can't rely on like conventional trading methods. You need to learn order flow. You need to have some kind of different edge in future markets. I don't know if it makes sense for you guys now, but you will in a year or two or three or time. AI is there. It's not going away. Okay. How do we scale? And I made a video about this compa, but in Honey Drip, it's there. It's a free video. I made it and I posted it. So just watch that, okay? How do you quickly enter your trades on Robinhood? You cannot. You need to have active traders. I don't know if the Robinhood, there's a platform Brett mentioned, it's Ultra or Galaxy or something. I don't know what it is. Maybe that has active trader. But you need to load the contracts and to be able to enter the push of the button. I personally just do market orders on all my contracts, so just get me filled. Any trips? Yeah, active trader is the way you can catch that. Top firms. I mean, a lot of people do that. I personally like to trade on my own money, but you can definitely pass those challenges and whatnot. Just make sure you just don't keep paying. Don't take it like a game and keep buying those challenges. Actually take it seriously and have a strategy and try to pass them and try to get some money back. Otherwise, you're just making those prop firm guys richer. Okay. Do you trade on the chart? No, I don't. I trade on Thinkorswim, Schwab. No, I have done. No course on order flow. What tells you a trade is wrong early? Again, that's a very good question. So, I've been trading for 12 plus years, guys, and my trades, I take it most of my trades at the open, and I actually kind of trust myself, right? I trust myself and my instinct on stock moves and timing and everything. So when I enter a trade, I want it to go in my favor immediately. Who knows what do I say in the chat? If it's going to go, it'll go now, right? The reason I say that is because I trust my timing on trades. Usually, my trades at the open, when I take a trade, it'll always immediately go in my favor quickly because I trust the timing and flip of the order, in the tape. If it doesn't, it stalls or wicks and reverses. It usually means I'm either early to the trade or I'm absolutely wrong on the trade. That is why I quickly sell. I don't even wait for my stops. I try to take a 5% loss, whatever, and then I'll wait for a candle or two to give me confirmation. And then once I know my risk, I'll enter the trade again. Now, I switched my focus like this instead of trying to hold on to a trade and hoping I am right. Because if you do all those things, you are missing out on other opportunities. I'd rather accept I'm quickly wrong on something, and then maybe if I want, I can switch bias. Okay, I take 5 or 6 trades every day. At least I try to signal as much as I can in this market for you guys. But I usually do take like a lot of trades even after calling it a day. Intraday I may take a few trades some days, but I always follow the same methodology. I want to keep my risk tight. Best trades will always go in my favor quickly. If I'm wrong, I have no ego to accept that I'm wrong, because come on, like I don't really think there is anything to prove at this point for me. If I'm wrong, I'll be quick about it and I'll keep my losses small. The the key trait for any trader that's trying to make it out there, I'll tell you, I don't look at win percentages. I don't look at like how many green days you have. I don't look at how great you are in your P&L whatnot. I like to see how you perform when you're losing. Okay, so if you're keeping your losses small, if you are you keeping your risk tight, right? And are you not over trading when you're wrong, right? When you're wrong in the next trade, are you just going to keep trying? So someone posted actually in the testimonial chat in HoneyDrop, right? Go and see. I like that little dips on equity curve. I don't like it like when you have a big green day and then like big you give back everything, right? If you have a constant steady state linear green day, green equity curve, and then you have small dips, you're doing well as a trader. Okay, you cannot have big red days. If you have like a lot of big blips in your P&L year end, you will definitely waste a lot of time trying to break even or even end the year red, right? Avoid those big losses, big red day, calm your ego, accept losses quickly, you'll be profitable. Okay? Anyway, let me quickly jump to charts again. I'll do questions again in a little bit. I've covered Meta. Let me talk about SPY. Okay, pardon my charts, guys. It's going to be a murder scene now. It's brutal, right? I'll remove this for now for you guys. Look at this. This is ugly as hell, right? So you can clearly see 670 being respected a few times here, and this level here is the previous level, 690 break. Okay, so now SPY keeps bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. You can see this as strength, you can see this as weakness, but the reality of the situation is we have been in this range since December. Okay, and volume is only being decreasing over and over. So this break is going to happen soon, and this is a nice 670 to 690 $20 range. You can expect at least a 20 to 30 $40 expansion from this. Okay, and I don't know which way we'll go. 670 breaks, $30 is 650. Okay, 640 630 will happen. Okay, and again, if 650 again is another level that keeps holding. Look at this again. 650 breaks, it's low volume node. 630 here. This is why I said 630. Okay, now 690 700 breaks again. It's just going to be like Nvidia 200. Nvidia, what happened? 200 broke. We kind of hovered over 200 220 for a bit, and then we started selling off, right? SPY will probably do the same thing if we break to the upside. So assuming this conflict that's happening over there, and maybe there's no impact to the oil prices, which is the big thing, and maybe they all calm down, right? If they have that happens, maybe we rip. I mean, again, market will focus on trade deals again, and maybe we'll see 710 720. It's possible, but be very careful. We're trading above under the 200 EMA here, and we need to reclaim this. Tomorrow we'll know. I think so. We have a gap here. If we can reclaim this 200 EMA cycle here, we back in the same range, and whoever shorted under the 200 EMA will all cover. This is again a $10 $15 range. We may even get to 700 by the end of the week. Okay, so we'll have to wait and see. I'm very cautious on SPY entries because all these levels are tapped out. You just like butter, it's just going to like flush through. You just don't know when that's going to happen. When this buying the dip is going to stop working, and by shorting the pop is going to stop working. Be very nimble, be very tight on your risk. Don't do counter trend trading. Ranges are fine, buying dips is fine, but be very careful. Okay. How do you get over the fear of losing the next trade? Good question. You first of all have to find what your edge is. Okay, like I have a few setups that I like. I have a few tickers that I like, and I base my confidence on my recent performance. Okay, it doesn't matter how well you traded last year or 2 years ago, and this is exactly why I don't carry my I don't you carry cockiness or anything like that on how strong or finished the year. Right, December I actually closed the year very nicely last year, and I didn't come into year thinking, oh man, I'm the best and something like that. Resetted my account and I started again. I wanted to build cushion first quarter, second quarter of this year. Very, very tight risk, very consistent. Try to get as many green days as I can, and that's kind of how I'm going. So your confidence needs to stem from something substantial like that, right? It needs to come from your performances. I actually made a post about this. If you go to my Instagram, you can see it. Confidence is not a button you can turn on and off, okay? I can't tell you, hey man, just be confident. You'll get over the fear. It doesn't work like that, right? Confidence comes from hard work, right? How good you perform, right? If you play any sport, how do you become confident? By practicing, by putting in a lot of time in the gym, and like playing, like, I don't know, practice. If you're playing basketball, playing a lot on the court, right? And you have the skill to back it up, and then you perform, and then you do well in the thing. Trading is the same way. Trading is just like a sport. Show up every day, watch the market, keep perform well, stem your confidence from winning trades, executing well, following your stops, have consistent runs, small gains, right? They have $200 days, $500 days, consistently for a period of 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, right? Your account will grow, your confidence will grow. It's not a switch, it will happen automatically, okay? And this is just very true, right? And this is exactly why mental health is kind of important when you're trading. This is why I don't read any drip chat. Any drip chat, like, I don't care what anyone says. I'll lose 5%, and like, what is that guy? Brunson will crash out, right? He'll forget. He'll always miss my 100% trade, which will probably be the next trade. But he'll just catch that 5% scalp and blow his account, right? It's just so magical, man. Like, I just sometimes like I don't know how it's possible, but but Brunson's not my best friend. But Brunson is. I like adversity. I actually like. Dude, I literally am like very calm and everything. I just like when someone challenges and everything because I'm a competitive person. I like adversity. Just challenge me, put me in doubt. Like, I literally like perform to the best. That's my motivation. Yeah. So I don't try to read the chat. I don't try to take things personally. I'll just like go trade and just go about my day. But confidence is very important. Take care of your mental health, and keep working hard, and eventually you'll get over it. Okay. All right. What else? What other ticker? Apple. I looked at Tesla. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Miss Tesla. All right. So this is big. Okay. Now I'll tell you why this is big. Tesla. The moment I don't know if you guys know this, but Tesla, they started pivoting themselves like AI company, right? I feel like everything is an AI company now, right? AI, AI, AI. They just use that buzzword. And they had this one good run up here with the market. Of course, market's at all-time high. It'll be kind of funny if Tesla's not close to it. And then they've been consolidating since September of last year, and this year above 400. Okay. Some people look at this as consolidation to go higher. We had one breakdown. This is the kind of double breakout setup that I would normally like, assuming markets at the lows. But Tesla is dude, like, really? So you guys see that Waymo, it's in Chicago, and literally it's blocking first responders. It's just parked in the middle of the road sideways, like no one gets not moving. Like, there's an ambulance waiting, right? It's funny. It's not there yet, and the valuation is a lot more companies are going to come up with it. This AI pivot is kind of tricky. I'm not saying there's no future, but until there's proof of more like money going to come into this space, it's kind of like a risky valuation right now with the way the market is right now. Okay, so this area, I'm sure there's a lot of interest here. Everyone's hoping and praying. Whenever there is desperation for people, because this is a long consolidation. Okay, right now we're breaking down. This is why you'll see like a lot of I saw like a lot of articles and a lot of posts and whatnot. Like, this is an area that's super interest because everyone's trying to save their bacon here. Okay, they want this move to happen quickly. If it doesn't, it can dump hard, right? And this area is big. We broke out, broke down, try breaking again, broke down. Tesla is one name that didn't rally, and this is why I got a shot today on this. Okay, and I don't know what the market's going to do, but this level is like, what will Brett say? Megalodon level, right? It's a megalodon, right? It's megalodon's here. Spy somehow fails. Tesla is not going to do well. It's going to go to 350. Okay, Tesla is going to go to 350. This is a like low volume node area. We've tested this several times in Tesla. Because of the overexposure of longs, many longs are on margin, right? I guarantee you there's still perma bulls on Tesla. This is, when it goes because of short squeezes. Obviously, it's a double-edged sword, right? But market sells, bad news comes, something happens. Trust me, I will be on this. I'll signal this for sure. This again, I don't know, this 380, 385 here, this is a big zone. 350 is next demand here, okay? But if they reclaim this area, 420, right? 420 is the area that needed to reclaim. They can easily break the 200 MA and start the trend again, okay? And if they do go up, I will signal that as well, okay? I have no bias in this. It's just that it's not performing when market's bouncing. That's usually a tell sign. And look at it however way you want. And sell volumes continuing to increase. Look at how many red bars are here. And look at how many green bars are here. Markets at all-time high. Okay, so this is again, it's a nice correction. It's not like oversold or anything like that. If it comes here, it's a nice correction here. Okay, 300 to 350 is a nice area for a relief bounce, and that's something to look forward to. All right, so this is the Tesla idea. Let's look at some questions here. I trade on live and honey drip every day. That's it, David. I don't do anything else. I trade live every day. I am on 8:30, 9:30 Eastern, and stay there for 2 hours at least. What habit made the biggest difference in your profitability? Again, like keeping stops tight, obviously, and don't go for home runs all the time. Again, market has been uptrending for a year and a half. If the easy money is made, it's going to be difficult. And when I say difficult, I would say you need to make sensible money now. The way I look at day trading is my cash flow. Okay, I just need to always keep making money, and this is something that I want to do. So no matter whether markets are good, bad, ugly, you need to have, first of all, strategies, mindset, the way to look at price action, to trade, make money somehow. This is why I trade the names I trade, Meta, Tesla, and all that, because whether the market's good or bad, I'll still make money, right? And I don't really care I don't really care what spiders, I don't really care about politics. You can still make money no matter what. And if you struggle to make money when markets range, choppy, difficult, you don't know how to find direction, then you need to find that edge, that strategy, the way to look at the market to be able to survive in any condition, right? Just because computers get more computers, AI is going to get involved in the future, doesn't mean, oh my God, my OG, I don't know, bull flag strategy or whatever strategy is not working no more. You have to find something else. Just because AI is coming doesn't mean you can stay chill or whatnot. It's already here. Trust me. I talk to a lot of people. It's already here, and again, this was my field, right? So it's there already. So you can really take advantage of a lot of things if you know certain things, and you can survive in any kind of market, right? Everyone's going to lose their job to AI, so everyone's going to want to put their money to work and invest somewhere. So trading is definitely a place where a lot of more liquidity and volume will come into the market, just like COVID. If there's going to be a lot more layoffs, okay? So take advantage of that, and you can make a lot of money. Does astrology has any effect? I don't know. What the fuck? That's hey, what the fuck? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Is the what? No, what? No, I don't know. I don't think so. Wait, are you on crack? What? Astrology trading? What person? I've seen it though. I've seen it. So maybe I don't know. I don't want to say anything. Don't put some. Don't pray on my downfall or something with astrology. Okay. I don't. Maybe it works happy for you. Okay. What percentage would you use for each trade with a small 10K to 20K account? I mean, think of it this way. If you have a 10K, 20K account, I would say you should not lose more than 500 in every trade. Okay. Risk is what you should take care of, not your position sizing. So if you are risking 500, if you're taking 5K position size, that's a 10% stop. Okay. That's how I would look at it. And I would only size 5K on a trade with a 20K account if I really know what my stop is, really believe in the setup. Otherwise, I would say 3K should be a max size. Okay. So that your position maybe can take a 20% hit and still be fine. What levels? I've chart on the 4-hour time frame, guys. What's the time? Okay, I'll do for another 5-6 more minutes, guys. Keep the questions coming. I think we looked at all the charts. QQQ, I don't really care, man. I don't like QQQ charts. Look at this. This is again just like SPY, but QQQ is just it's not a good. I like to rely only on tech to get my directional bias. Okay, I like to look at overall market, and that's why I don't watch QQQ tape. That is the same thing, really. If I take SPY longs, take QQQ longs, you'll make money, right? It's the same thing. Directionally, timing-wise, everything, you can just use, right? Apple short, I did open. I could have taken any shot at that time, SPY, everything, you could have made money. The only difference was Meta. Meta was Wim Bam today. PLTR, Hood, yeah. Hood actually ended up going, and I took full profit on this, but I'm giving you guys an idea. So this is where I'll signal this again, okay? I want this low to be liquidated under 70. If it gets to the 63 area, I have like a lot of levels plotted here. I will go long on this again, and this time around I'm going to long equity also a little bit, okay? I am waiting for this. This is a good company is having showing potential, including a lot of people, all right? So this is something I am looking forward to, and I will signal this, all right? PLTR, again, dude, war is there, PLTR, ripping. See, I don't even have to say anything, right? Boom, they drop a couple of bombs and boom, PLTR up, right? So this is good. 125 broke. This is ripping. 150 breaks. Again, this entering into sweet territory, right? So these kinds of names will buy or sell based on catalyst news. So I don't really day trade them, man. I like I want to trade names that are that I'm comfortable with, and that's Meta, Tesla, Nvidia, AMD, Apple, Spy, and sometimes Microsoft. Netflix is kind of in the doghouse right now. I'm going to wait and see, but I'll take Netflix a little soon too. Nvidia 180 held, and they kind of popped it up again. So this move has to be inverted. This is a post earnings move. Again, I won't take it. Maybe 184 and above. It can probably go to 189. I would rather trade AMD, to be honest. AMD short, I like. Oh my god, look at this. I've been shorting this thing all this while. This looks super nice. They can literally bag. They're bagging everyone here. So again, Tesla and AMD, same charts. I don't have to explain. Break this. This is the next low volume area, 170, 20 pop, $20 a pop. Okay. So market sells. Okay, easy. Market sells. Short AMD, short Tesla. Market rallies, long Meta, maybe long Apple. It depends on if that breaks that structure. Okay, that's the week that we have today. All right, I'll signal based on whatever direction, but we don't need more. We don't need more. We just need to focus on 3 or 4 setups direction, and we'll be good. All right. How do you use higher time frames for context? It's just levels, man. Stock breaks levels, and I can use that as entry. How do you know when it's squeeze territory? Usually after ranges consolidation, some people are long, some people are short. When key levels are broken, shorts cover if it breaks to the upside, and key levels are broken to the downside, long sell, causing more sells. Okay. I think we have pretty much time, guys. Tomorrow I will. This Friday I'm going to do the pre-market live with Brett, guys. So if you guys last week I didn't do, I was kind of busy, but this Friday I'll do the pre-market live. So tune in there. Again, please hit the subscribe button and the like button, guys. And again, the mentorship classes start this weekend. If you're interested to learn about the tape, order flow, any of those things, apply. This is the last batch that I'm doing before I take a break for the summer. So definitely apply, take if you're really interested. It's for intermediate traders. If you're completely beginner, please do not take it, because you need little bit more experience in the market to understand the stuff that I'm going to teach you. Okay. So again, thank you for tuning in. Wish you well this week. I'll see you guys on live tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye.